Guess what she comes running to? Supergirl. You want to see Supergirl?
Yeah.
Oh boy. I guess we're gonna go see Supergirl. Oh, she probably wants to see Supergirl too. Oh. Yeah, take a picture with her name. Say hi. Cheese. Oh my goodness. Whoever wrote this did a great job. Where's that writer at? To see the director. Be nice to see the writer. Story by, okay, Andrew Stanton. Yeah. He also directed it. So Andrew Stanton did the screenplay, and Kenneth Harris. Andrew Stanton, good job, bro. You did it. This should have been Toy Story 4.
Gracias por ver La Esquina de Jody. Thank you for watching Jody's Corner.
Alright, so this is going to be a movie review of Toy Story 5. I saw it earlier today with my family, and I wanted to put the family review out, but, you know, baby was crying and stuff like that, so I did this a little bit later. So, Toy Story 5, the movie that should not have been made. Why do I say that? Because I personally despise Toy Story 4. Everything that it did to the franchise, you know, Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 were fantastic movies. It's a perfect trilogy. And in comes Toy Story 4, which, in my opinion, is a bad movie. It showed greed, and I think that the movie hurts the franchise. Here comes Toy Story 5. They're at it again, throwing another check out there. And I was already skeptical coming in. I'm like, just, you know, my daughter wanted to watch it, and so we went to go see it as a family. And my bar was really low. I was expecting Toy Story 4 type of content, and I gotta be honest, I'm quite surprised how amazing this movie is. This movie is a hitter, guys. I highly recommend you guys go watch Toy Story. What's shocking to me is that in my theater, it was very empty. So I feel like a lot of people are getting down on the Toy Story franchise. The trailer didn't make as many waves as I thought it would. The buzz, the talk around town about Toy Story, what people are saying on social media, it just doesn't feel like the Toy Story franchise is as alive as it used to be. Toy Story 3 is the best one, hands down. I feel like 4 did so much. I think Toy Story 4 is the worst 4 of any franchise, bro. Like, it's the worst. It's worse than Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, bro. At least Kingdom of the Crystal Skull had something going for it. But, like, there needs to be, like, a documentary put on why Toy Story 4 turned out that way. Back to this movie, though. It's a story about... It's a lot of Jesse, so I'll let you guys know. This is a lot from Jesse's point of view. You're going to get your Buzz, you're going to get your Woody, but it's mainly about Jesse. It's Jesse's point of view because, you know, she's with Bonnie. Bonnie's a girl. Bonnie always adapted more to Jesse because Jesse was the cowgirl, the sheriff girl. And like Woody belonged to Andy, Jesse is Bonnie's. So it's the Bonnie-Jesse type of relationship. Buzz is there. They still have their relationship going on. All the rest of the toys are there. But this whole entire story takes place with mostly just 3 toys as the main characters. You have Jesse, Woody, and you got Buzz. They're here. There's some new toys that are added. There's a couple of narratives in here. The main narrative that this is about, if you guys have seen the trailers, is about technology and what technology is doing to our kids. These phones, these tablets, toys are basically run amok. People aren't using them. Kids don't care about toys. They're hooked on their screens. They're mesmerized by what they see on social media from these tablets. And scientifically, it's affecting our children's brains. That's why I like to monitor what, you know, my kids watch on the tablet and how much time they spend on the tablet. You know, I'm trying to do better because even me, my kids get tablet time. I just want to make sure that it's just not too much, you know. But the moral of the story is that, you know, you can have technology in a family. A child can use technology and still use toys and their imagination, and it could all work out. But this lily pad that Bonnie gets exposed to shifts some things up a lot. The idea is about, hey, a tablet is going to replace all your toys. And in this time, in this universe, all the kids are just not playing with toys as much. This should have been Toy Story 4. The idea of, see how much time went by from Toy Story 3 to Toy Story 4. I think Toy Story 3 was 2010. 9 years later, Toy Story 4 came out. Society was a lot different in them 9 years. In 2010, social media was a thing, but it wasn't the thing. we still had traditional values when it comes to families and children. More children were playing with toys in 2010. From all the way to 2019, that's a completely different society. And I feel like Toy Story 5's story, the script, should have been in 2019, this Toy Story 4. That's what this should have been. And it's funny, it's witty. I found myself chuckling multiple times. I had a couple of good laughs throughout this movie. This is a well-written script. You could tell an adult who cares about toys wrote this. You could tell an adult who has children wrote this. You can tell that they understand. I'm sitting there in the theater with another 30-something-year-old guy, and we're just laughing, listening to seeing the nostalgia. It's about us. It's about adults who used to have toys. There's toys in here that makes cameos that I haven't seen since the 90s, bro. This is a nostalgic dream, and the characters are great. You know, they introduce a lot of new narratives, subtle narratives, but still they're really, really good. Nothing in this movie is bad. They even bring back traditional values of like, listen, I understand, like, you know, a lot of these movies have been agenda filled and all that. Toy Story 5, no agenda, no politics, no ideology, just tradition, just what the world has been for centuries. And I appreciate that, bro, because some of these power woke movies have not been good because they're so worried about the agenda, they forget to make a good movie. And this recognized the last 10 years and is going back to the basics. And this movie feels like a proper Toy Story sequel. In my eyes, Toy Story 1, 2, 3, and 5 exist. 4 does not. This should have been Toy Story 4. Buzz has his moment. Jessie's highlighted. I noticed that Jessie's character, her voice is a lot different because that comes from, I believe, the voice actress. She's older, you know, and her voice changes. As we get older, we age. But I saw so much Jessie in this movie and I wasn't mad at it. She did fantastic. I can completely see Jessie running away with this franchise. There were some real funny things that involved Woody about being an older toy. That was hilarious. Things about Buzz. That was hilarious. Things about the old... There's toys and scenarios that happen. A lot of things are happening. And it's fun. It's funny. It feels wholesome. But it's telling a strong message. This reminds me of Zootopia Part 1. Zootopia was for kids, right? But it was also for adults. The subtle tones and the subtle storylines and some of those jokes and some of those themes were very adult, where it could run right over a kid's head, but if you're an adult, you're catching it and you're laughing at it because it's clever and it's funny. Man, this reminds me of Zootopia in a lot of ways. This film is something that I think that more movies should be like. Especially when we're talking about Disney. The fact that Disney made this is a knock out of the ballpark. Like, I didn't see this coming because DreamWorks and Universal have been cooking Disney for the last 5 years. Shrek 5 about to come out. That's going to be amazing when we see that next year. All of the things that DreamWorks have been doing with the Minions and Gru and Despicable Me and Migration and Wild Robot, Puss in Boots, Last Wish. You know, they're really cooking over there. But this could tackle and challenge all of those movies. This is an old school Disney feeling movie. This writer who wrote this, who did the story and he directed it, did a hell of a job, man. And I'm happy that my family got to experience. We all enjoyed it, from my 1-year-old to my 16-year-old to us adults. This is just a solid Toy Story movie. I'm shocked that I'm saying it, but it's very entertaining. Never does it feel boring. Never does it stay its welcome. I'm sitting here paying attention and enjoying every minute of it. There was a couple times I had to go to the bathroom, you know, take my child. I had to go to the bathroom, but I come back and I'm just right back in it. It's just, there's a lot. It doesn't let you go. Like, you know, there's so many things in here. Like, you would think that this movie would feel convoluted, but it doesn't, because it wraps it all up into a bow. And if you're a fan of the Toy Story franchise, bro, you're going to really love this movie, because this thing goes back to other Toy Story films and puts respect on those movies. And I'm like, whoa, is that what we're doing now? Good job. I gotta say, even though Buzz wasn't as utilized and Woody wasn't as utilized, I wasn't disappointed in that. And that just is a testament to how good the voice actor for Jesse was, how well they wrote Jesse's character in this movie, and the new toys or the new old toys that were introduced in this movie. You know, Jesse just wants to do the best for Bonnie, whether that be Bonnie playing with me, playing with a leapfrog, or making friends. You know, she wants what's best for her person. And we already know the story of Jesse. When somebody loved me, everything was beautiful. You know, from Toy Story 2. We know her story and what she's been through. She's been put away. She's been in storage. She's did that with the Roundup gang. You know, she understands how that feels. That same feeling inserts itself into this movie, and we see it, and it's like, oh wow, character development on my girl Jessie though. That's fire. Jessie is a great female protagonist that I could get behind. No agenda, just good characters, bro. We need to praise when there's female led films and they do well. We as men, reviewers or whatever, we need to praise it. We need to put that out there. Like Sarah Connor, like we talk about Ripley, Alita. We need Wonder Woman. We need to put those out there and praise them when they're good in those roles. And we could add Jessie to that list because yeah, she's a great main character. There's only really one. There's the villain. Really, the villain of this movie isn't what you think it is, or the antagonist is not what you think it is. Because in my opinion, I think that the antagonists are the parents, the parenting. You know, where does tablet time come from? The parents allow their kids, and I want to say to y'all, if you guys have kids, we need to be responsible for our children, and we need to involve ourselves in their lives a little bit more so that we balance their screen time with real toy time. You know, I feel like my daughter specifically, I think she has a good balance of it. You know, she has her toys that she plays with, and we play games or write, but she has her tablet time as well because she loves that. These kids love tablets, right? These kids love phones. They love screens. It's a modern new era that they grew up in. We didn't grow up in that. We grew up with Gigapet, Tamagotchi, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh, Stretch Armstrong, Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, He-Man, all the, you know, Battletoad, you know, video games, stuff like that. But it's different. It's real different. So it's not about just taking away their screen time. It's getting that balance. And this movie explored it. It explored it from a society level, and it explored it from a family level, and from the perspective of a little girl. Bonnie, man, real cute, nice, sweet, innocent girl with this imagination. She's not like everybody else because everybody else wants to be on a tablet. Bonnie is, and there's a lot of kids. I feel like I have one who's heavy into imagination, who likes to play with toys, I think most kids naturally just want to play with toys. They want to imagine. They want to be creative. But we're so easy to put that tablet there, be like, here, go over there for 2 hours. Give daddy, give mommy a break. It's easy to do that, and it's effective. But we really need to like think about the damage we could be doing to our children by doing that. Maybe take 5-10 minutes and just talk to them, play a little game real quick. Just even a little game, just a little drawing or a little something means a lot to them, I feel. So this movie was a really good experience for me. There's just so much in it, and it's so well done. And I feel like my bar being low is really helping me how I feel about this movie. But I'll put this up against all of the Toy Stories. Like, I feel like Toy Story 3 is the best, right? I think this is better than Toy Story 2. You could make that argument that this is better. I think that I'm Toy Story 3, Toy Story 1, Toy Story 5, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 4. I think that's my list of where I'm at right now. So, you know, with that being said, you guys know how I feel about the movie. I'm going to go ahead and slide this movie an A. Toy Story 5 gets an A. Can you believe that, guys? Can you? Wow. It was like things aligned to make this movie work. at a time where people just felt like people just kind of, I know I did. I'm like, Toy Story 5, my God. And you guys did 4, that will suck. And now you're going to come with 5. It's almost as if they said, what did we do wrong? We were stupid to make 4. This is the movie we need to make. It's like everybody grouped up and said, yo, we effed up with 4. How do we fix it? And this is the fix. If you have a problem with Toy Story 4, Toy Story 5 will fix that. Because Toy Story 5 is the sequel. Really think that Toy Story 4 doesn't exist for me. It's 1, 2, 3, 5. Because 5 should really be 4. Toy Story 5 is the true sequel to Toy Story 3. That's what I want to get off to y'all. Toy Story 5 is the true, pure sequel to Toy Story 3. My family had a good time. I enjoyed this. It's smart. It's witty. It's funny. The characters are great. Great female lead. A couple of little girls in there that are different and unique. And you see the way the girls are nice to each other, how they're mean to each other, and the idea of sleepovers and parenting, and everything is in this bad boy. And I loved it so much, man. Guys, watch Toy Story 5. Check it out in theaters. I highly recommend it. Don't miss out on this movie. Hope you guys enjoyed this movie review. Thank you so very much for watching. I'm Jody Joe. Subscribe if you like the review, and I'll see y'all next time. Deuces.